Morning guys, si Emeng po of Made It. The reason why I'm doing this film is I would just like to thank everyone who supported me regarding this upcoming charity ride, the Ambitious 220. Yan yun. I booked it since January this year, and now in 6 more days we will be doing it. I'll be going to Manchester on the 24th of June, and then the ride will be starting around 5 o'clock in the morning Sunday, which is 25th of June, hoping to be arriving London before midnight. I just hope there will be no injuries, accidents, injuries, and we are all safe. It's 150 cyclists in total, and we are dispatched into groups of 10. So, yun lang. I would just like to thank Pinoy Cycling Club UK, Rapsa CC, Bookers CC, Healing Boys, Banayad CC, Pinoy Brompton Mafias, to my colleague like my friend Ronald Fajardo, who's been helping me ever since I make some charity rides, to my relatives abroad and back home, to my sisters who are supportive as well, and to my brother-in-law, tsaka yung mga brother ko, si Angelo, and to most especially my wife, who's been very supportive and sacrificing a lot of our time together, as well as my son, Clarence, who's currently overseas for his school trip. So, nagpapasalamat ako for your overwhelming support, and to those who actually helped me and aid me to train and push myself to the limit. Maraming salamat po. Alam nyo na yun. So, the reason why I'm doing this crazy thing is because my number one objective is just to be motivated and keep fit. Kasi si Emeng is a chubby boy. That's a fact. Kahit anong gawin ko, na maintain ko yung weight ko. Pero because of cycling, at least is either it goes down a little bit, and then if I halt my training, I'll just put on weight most of the time, especially in December, January, the winter breaks. Yun lang ang problema ng endomorph body. Chubby ang jeans ko, ano magagawa ko? So, I have to adapt. And this is the reason why I really need to push myself harder and get an objective done. Kahit masaktan ka, basta yung objective mo is being dealt with. Yun ang very reason kung bakit ako sumasali sa mga not just short rides, but yung long rides or challenging rides. Yun lang. And thank you very much for the invitations, mga buddy. Si Kuya Rim Hernandez, who been inviting me every year, and finally makakasama ko rin siya sa long ride and challenging ride. And I would just like to comment about a YouTube blog by our colleague Sean Santamaria regarding cycling clubs. I find it amusing kasi sa Pilipinas, the disparity between the rich and the poor is really, there's a big gap. And cycling is really an expensive hobby or sport. If you don't have any sponsors, you cannot just buy or purchase a bike at your own expense. So lucky yung mga athletes talaga. And also lucky yung mga mayayaman talaga. Pero when it comes to here in the UK, where the standard of living and the salaries are okay compared to the Philippines back home, unless you're the managers or the CEOs of the company in the Philippines. We got lots of benefits here in the UK, especially the government is encouraging us to cycle. That's why there's our employers have this cycle to work scheme, wherein you can purchase your bike 32% or 38% tax free. So basically you will just be paying it on installment and deducted to your salaries, which is actually good. It's not a burden to your pocket that much if it's being paid on installment basis. And that it because of in London they try to limit the usage of cars, so they welcome the idea of having electric cars and bikes to replace all the fossil fuel eating cars. So that's the very reason why they put up a lot of cycling infrastructure here in England and in the rest of the UK. And that's beneficial because I've been cycling since 2008, 2009. Not because I would like to exercise, because bata pa tayo nun, and basketball is number one sport in a Filipino's mind ever since. So my basketball during weekends, and cycling is just like a part of our commute because I hate walking. And I chose cycling as a commute to bring my son to school. So meron siyang baby seat dun sa likod. 4 years old, 5 years old, hinahatid sundo ko siya. Tapos pagkatapos ng hatid, diretso na sa trabaho. And there's probably around 5 miles commuting journey. And don't worry, if you sweat, we got a shower in the office. So that's really good, and also saved me some money. At the same time, you didn't realize that you're getting fitter and fitter. And then on 2010 onwards, I found lots of Filipino cyclists that encouraged me to do road cycling. And there are also groups that have Filipinos too are into mountain biking. So I tried all the different disciplines with them. I like enjoying our friends and comrades, because in the UK, if you find a lot of Filipinos, it's just our pastime. It's like you're also in the Philippines. If you're always going out with them, parang Philippine environment lang din. And it's really tough for us who are out here, which is a distance away from the motherland. So we need to find something to get rid of the stress. So cycling is really beneficial. And then with regards to cycling clubs, it depends actually on your objective. If your objective is to socialize, then there's also clubs that cater to this. If you would like to train and get fit and get stronger and stronger, there's also clubs that cater to this one. It is actually up to you depending on your objectives. And also bear in mind that we also have time for work, time for the family. So those who have little children that needs child minding, there's a big emphasis on this, that cycling is actually eating up a lot of time, especially if you're riding on long distance rides. Mahina ang 10 hours. Pero kung gusto mo lang mag social pacing ride or high intensity ride, 2 hours is okay. So it's up to your objective, really. For me, as the time goes by, cycling's not getting easier because you keep on challenging yourself and pursue on more accomplishments. I was also thinking of like, no, if that guy can do it, we can do it too. It's just a matter of discipline, and you should know your capabilities and fitness level. Huwag ka na lang sasabak ng gera na hindi mo alam na wala ka palang weaponry or machinery. Kailangan equipped ka. Yun ang number one. It doesn't take overnight. Talagang matagal bago ka maging seasoned rider. Marami akong seasoned rider na kilala. Pero kahit walang practice, talagang umuusad. Pero, syempre, they know what they're doing. Pagdating ng event, sobrang lakas na kasi they trained, they prepared. Pero you also take into consideration the age, the proximity of you guys in joining the club. So in the age, definitely, if the club caters to age criteria, then it's up to you as well. And then for proximity, if the club is nearer to you, then why not join them? There are also guys who are not really keen on joining clubs. They love to do it by themselves. We cannot judge them because it's their personality. So if they're really into that, then why not? As long as they hit their objective. So cycling clubs, or without or with cycling clubs, it's your choice. As long as you fit in and your objective. Kung your objective is not met by the clubs, then why stay or why join? Diba? Yun lang yun. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Not just because you need to be accepted. Just base it on your objective. Yun. Kaya yun lang ang masasabi ko. Regardless of if you're rich or poor, as long as you hit your objective, walang problema yan. Keep cycling, keep pedaling. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat po. And I will keep you up to date with regards to what will happen this coming Sunday. Sana si Chubby Emeng mabuhay. Confident ako 250 kilometers. Pero hindi ko na-train ngayon this time yung 350 kilometers. So we'll take it easy. I'll take my food intake seriously, drink intake seriously during the ride, and ride light because the rider is heavy already. So yun, walang pinipili. I'm not fortunate enough to have a cycling body, but no one's limiting yourself. No one. Basta mag-enjoy ka lang. Kaya maraming salamat po sa sumusuporta ng e-made it. I hope I can provide you more videos, quality videos. I'll update you of whilst it's still summer. I'll try to upload as much videos as I can. Mag-abang na lang po kayo. Baka magkita-kita po tayo. August, September, I'll be in Manila. So thank you for watching. God bless and keep cycling, mga kapadi. Thank you.